Something you may not know is that I'm a bit of a Titanic enthusiast, and bear with me, this does have to do with the main topic of this video. But yeah, believe it or not, a lot of my favorite YouTube channels talk about the Titanic, and ocean liners and cruise ships in general, all that stuff. Now, a couple of my favorite channels are 1. Historic Travels, awesome channel, I'll link him in the description, and 2. Oceanliner Designs. Now that channel is operated by a man named Mike Brady, and one video he made was talking about a really bad Titanic article he found online that I'm pretty certain was written by AI. Now, while I was watching that video, I thought, could you imagine if somebody used AI to write an article about roller coasters and pass it off as legitimate? Well, the internet answered my question pretty quickly, because while I can't confirm it, I'm fairly certain that I found such an article on a website called thetravelfacts.com. Now this article is called Top 11 Best Roller Coasters in the US 2023. And to give you an idea of where this article is going, the featured image is of a Vekoma boomerang. And I can't say that with a straight face. There are some good ones out there, but you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who thinks that a boomerang is one of the top 11 best coasters in the US unless they've ridden 11 coasters. Or maybe they rode 12 and one of them was Mind Racer. Anyway, this article is not attributed to an author, so that's a pretty big warning sign that this was made by AI. Again, can't confirm it, but no author attributed. Instead, it says it's by TTF Editor. Now, either the editor is so embarrassed about this article that they don't want to put their name on it, or it was written by AI. Let's find out. So we start off this article with, American roller coaster designers deliver such a warm weather experience for visitors. Okay. I mean, I'd call roller coasters some things. I mean, I'd call it a fun summer activity. But a warm weather experience, I've never heard anybody refer to a roller coaster as that. And aside from that, okay, so roller coasters are typically ridden in warm weather unless they're indoors or unless it's like the Christmas season. But did they mean to say American roller coaster designers deliver such a fun warm weather experience for visitors? Because the way they wrote this sentence makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, moving on. Whether you are a kid, a teenager, or an adult, roller coaster parks provide you with an incredible thrill ride experience. I've heard people call them theme parks and amusement parks. I've never heard people call them roller coaster parks. The closest you get to that is Six Flags Magic Mountain, which has flat rides. It does have flat rides, but I mean, they're a lot more famous for their roller coasters. That's the closest you're gonna get to a roller coaster park. Moving on. Besides, you can also experience some delicious food and maybe some characters of fun to meet as well. The thing is that this article, I'm almost afraid that this is going to take me a while to get through because these sentences are so poorly written, and it's clear that, you know, no person composed of organic matter could have written this. Characters of fun. Okay. Here, in this article, we are going to round up the 11 best roller coasters in the USA that you can choose as your winter fun destination. Okay. The article starts off by saying, oh, there's such a warm weather experience, and now there's suddenly a winter fun destination. At this point, I'm starting to wonder if whoever wrote this is like some kind of troll, because I have a feeling that not even AI could get this sentence mixing wrong, but aside from that, let's just move on. Most of the parks deliver a delightful theme that will enhance the air of magic to your entire visit. At this point, I'm just gonna let the sentences speak for themselves, because a lot of these sentences don't make any sense, and there's really not much I can say about them other than this sentence makes absolutely no sense. Continue reading to know more about our 11 best theme parks in the US. Best roller coasters in the USA. Roller coasters seem to be scary, but not all are designed equally. Some of the roller coasters are extremely fast, whereas some are crazy tall. Most of them come with several fear factors. Let's discover the best roller coasters in the US. Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. So I was under the impression that this was a list of the best roller coasters, not the best parks, but whatever, it is an amazing park, so anyway. The Universal Studios roller coaster park is situated in Florida. It is the most notable attraction from the past 20 years. This roller coaster park brings some of the most exciting characters such as The Simpsons, Harry Potter, and Minions. And yeah, the sentence just ends there. Where does it exactly bring them? It brings them to life? It's like they just fell asleep and didn't remember to finish writing the sentence, so they just put a period there. Universal Studios offer 3 parks for fun, such as Universal Studios, Volcano Bay, and Islands of Adventure. Universal Studio Park offers the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, including rides from The Fast and the Furious, E.T. Visit Islands of Adventure for kid-friendly. Wait, okay. So suddenly there's just an ad in the middle of the sentence for Islands of Adventure, and what exactly is kid-friendly? Like kid-friendly entertainment? And Doctor Doom's Fear Fall roller coaster. No, I'm sorry, but you're thinking of an S&S Space Shot ride. It's not a roller coaster, it's a drop tower attraction. Or a launch tower if you want to call it that. The Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket roller coaster is the most thrilling ride at Universal Studio Park. You could make the case for that because it's on the Universal Studios side rather than the Islands of Adventure side, but Revenge of the Mummy I think is a lot better than it. That's not to completely diss Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, I just think that Revenge of the Mummy is a lot better themed, and it's a lot smoother. Doctor Doom's Free Fall is the most exciting space and a villain-themed attraction for thrill seekers. Kids will enjoy the Cat in the Hat ride. This dark ride takes them to one of Dr. Seuss's most beloved stories. It is fun for the kids and nostalgic for the adults who remember the story from childhood. I'm sorry, but that ride has not aged very well. I mean, even as a kid, I was kind of put off by it. Now, I'm not hating on anybody who loves that ride. I know there's a lot of people who love it and still love it. I just think that it hasn't aged well, and I don't think it holds a candle to the park's other rides. The Incredible Hulk coaster is the most intense ride at the Islands of Adventure. It is a must for thrill seekers, and that's all they have to say about it. Absolutely no mention of the launch, or its 7 inversions, or its theming and effects. No, just that it is the most intense ride, and that it's a must for thrill seekers. Okay. Wait a minute. Furry 325 at Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, so either the autocorrect was left on, or they're gonna add shag carpeting to the supports. Carowinds Amusement Park is situated in Charlotte, North America. Okay, I get that North Carolina is in North America, but like, they just didn't care before they published this. That's so obvious, it's painful. The Furry 325 is a steel roller coaster situated at Carowinds Amusement Park. What? Okay, clearly this AI software or this author, it loves the word situated because it shows up multiple times in this article. Furry 325 is a 6,602 foot long track that reaches 325 feet. You missed the top height part of that sentence. And I don't even know if they got how long the ride is right. I mean, I hope they did, but I don't feel like checking out the exact stats right now, so I'm just gonna hope they did. The Furry 325 is the 5th highest roller coaster in the world. You can experience speeds up to 95 miles per hour in this ride. While the train is being loaded and secured, it starts its journey from the station. No, it starts its journey from the men's restroom. Then it immediately passes over the track. Once the top, then the train starts dropping towards the ground. No, it drops towards the sky, are you silly? You can experience a thrilling experience over the ride as the train drops down at a speed of 95 miles/hour. After dropping, the train enters a 190 feet entrance and then banked turn into a high horseshoe. I think I lost 5 brain cells. Then makes a second bank turn, and the journey is about 3 minutes 25 seconds. The exciting long ride snakes throughout Carowinds, including a harrowing dive into the tunnel beneath the park's entranceway. And I guess it flies off the track at that point because that's where it ends. No detail about the awesome airtime hills at the end. No, let's just cut it off there and move on to the next coaster. King to Ka, Jackson, New Jersey. King to Ka is one of the most thrilling roller coasters situated at Six Flags Great Adventure, New Jersey. King to Ka is the fastest roller coaster in North America and the tallest roller coaster in the world. That is true, actually, they got that right. The upside down U-shaped roller coaster is 456 feet high. I mean, that's one way of putting it. The most thrilling part of this ride is that you will experience slight acceleration while at the top of this ride. Are they talking about the momentum you get at the top when you crest the top hat? No idea. You need to leave the station for going Oto. Oto, 128 miles. I guess it's 128 miles long. Oh my god. The entire journey will end up within 3.5 seconds. Okay, so you go 128 miles in 3.5 seconds. I'm fairly certain you would be dead. You don't get any time to think, so just hang on. There will be even no time for your jaw to drop. Once you reach the top, you will right back down into a 270-degree spiral. If this coming winter you want to experience the most thrilling roller coaster ride, then you can look for this one. Actually no, King to Ka is not open during holiday in the park, it's closed. So if you want to ride it, you'll have to go in literally any other season. Millennium Force, Sandusky, Ohio. I guess Cedar Point just renamed itself after the city it's in. Millennium Force roller coaster is located at Cedar Point Amusement Park in Sandusky, Ohio. This USA roller coaster is one of the tallest and fastest roller coasters in the world. It features with 310 feet tall and 300 feet drop with 2 tunnels. It was having the highest top and longest drop roller coaster until Steel Dragon 2000 opened. Millennium Force is a high-speed giga roller coaster. You will experience rapid movements from side to side while on this ride. No, it's pretty smooth and there's not really any severe laterals on it. So I don't know where they're getting that side to side thing from. Individual lap bars and secured seat belts will protect all the riders across the thighs and pelvis. I mean, where else would a seatbelt go across? Do you think the seatbelt goes across your neck? The first 30 seconds of riding this coaster is a chain lift up a hill. Okay, no, it is a cable lift hill. It uses a cable. I should know, because in 2018 it only operated once during my trip because the cable lift was giving them problems. Now where was I? Okay. The first 30 seconds of riding this coaster is a chain lift up a hill that overlooks the Great Lakes and Cedar Point from 310 feet elevation. No, you can only see Lake Erie from up there, not all of the Great Lakes. I'm fairly certain if you could see all of the Great Lakes, the roller coaster would have to be on a spaceship or a satellite. Once you will experience soaking the view, your car will speedily vertically drop. I can tell what that sentence is supposed to say, but clearly it was not written correctly. This coaster is all about speed. You don't experience any loops on this ride. It is designed to give you a thrill so that you visit this coaster again and again. Well, I got the fact that there's no inversions on Millennium Force right, but anyway. Disneyland in Anaheim, California. Disneyland is the most iconic roller coaster park in the US. Disneyland is well known for offering the happiest place on Earth. Actually, it's known as the happiest place on Earth. It doesn't give people the happiest place on Earth in a gift bag or something. Disneyland recently added Star Wars attractions to its thrilling rides such as Space Mountain and Incredicoaster. Oh no. Oh no. Incredicoaster is literally themed to The Incredibles. It has nothing to do with Star Wars. It's like saying, oh, there's the Haunted Mansion. Oh, I guess it's themed to The Conjuring. Oh boy. Disneyland's most thrilling and fun roller coaster ride is Matterhorn Coaster. The Matterhorn Coaster was the first coaster-style attraction in Disneyland. Space Mountain is an outer space themed roller coaster in Disneyland. Space Mountain is the most thrilling roller coaster in the world of Disney. There are 2 tracks, Alpha and Omega, from which you can choose from. Nope, no. That is the Disney World version. Disneyland version has 1 track. Incredicoaster is the fastest roller coaster in Disneyland with a top speed of 55 miles per hour. It is the 8th longest roller coaster in the world. Yeah, that is actually true, believe it or not. On this ride, you will experience a heart-pondering drop of 108 feet. The way they mix up words is just so irritating, but also so funny. The most notable feature is the fast takeoff. It travels from 0 to 55 miles per hour within just 4 seconds. Next coaster, Icebreaker, SeaWorld Orlando. SeaWorld Orlando adds its third marquee thrill with an icebreaker within 6 years. Icebreaker started to scare people in 2020. No, it was announced in 2019. It was supposed to open in 2020. It didn't begin to accept passengers until 2022. The track of this coaster is squeezed into a small lakeside area and packs a lot of punch for its compact size. Trains zip back and out with electromagnetic acceleration. The length of the total track is 1,900 feet and the train reaches a max height of 93 feet. The speed of the train is 52 miles per hour. Icebreaker features 4 airtime-filled launches forward and backwards. I haven't ridden Icebreaker, and I know that the airtime hill, the launch is kind of like on a hill, so you kind of go up a hill while you're launching, but I don't know how much airtime there is, so let me know in the comments. You can experience a speedy, steepest vertical drop, a 93 feet tall spike with a 100-degree angle. So nothing too much to correct here. Let's see about the next ride. Emperor, SeaWorld San Diego. Emperor, located at SeaWorld San Diego, is a floorless roller coaster. That is true, even though it's a dive coaster, it does have floorless trains, so that is accurate. The legs of its 18 riders dangle as the car plunges a 143 vertical drop. The speed limit is around 60 miles per hour. No, if roller coasters had speed limits, that would be hilarious. As if the roller coaster could control its speed, and as if there's some kind of highway patrol surrounding the track. The ride is known as the tallest, longest, and fastest of its kind in California. The entire length of the track is 2,411 feet, and it is one of the best roller coasters in the US. You can experience hammerhead turns, inversions, and barrel rolls in just 2.5 minutes. The scariest part of the ride is the drops and the loops. I love it when people refer to inversions as loops. Because, while you can say, yeah, this is a triple looping coaster if there's 3 inversions, a loop in itself is mainly just a vertical loop, or maybe a cobra loop, or anything that has the word loop in it. Just saying, oh, it has lots of drops and loops, that's not something that should be in an article that's supposed to be professionally written. This is clearly not professionally written. After Emperor's initial face-down drop, the remainder of the experience turns and twists along the nearly 2,500 feet track. The ride is open for everyone during SeaWorld San Diego's opening time. Oh my god. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be open when the park is closed. That would be something. That would be like National Lampoon's Vacation, where the guy threatens the security guard to let them ride everything. But no, that was a movie. This is real life. You can't ride Emperor when the park isn't open. Pantheon, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Pantheon is a swerve, swoopy adventure in Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Swoopy. I don't know why, but that word is just funny to say. Swoopy. Pantheon is so swoopy. Anyway. Pantheon is a steel roller coaster referred to as the world's fastest multi-launch roller coaster. I can't remember if that's true, feel free to say so. It won't be when the new Top Thrill 2 opens, but anyway. The ride is around 178 feet tall and inverts riders twice. The maximum speed of this ride is 73 miles per hour. Its theme is set of ancient cultural deities Mercury, Jupiter, Minerva, Neptune, and Pluto. The train passes through 2 magnetic launches on a straightaway section of the track. Between the 2 launches, there is a bunny hill. The train climbs up the tower, peters out, and then falls backward through the 2 launches. I keep forgetting that my name is a synonym for fades out, or like fades away, like the bubbles petered out when the boiling stopped. Pantheon is quite a thrilling adventure that offers you the thrill and the airtime. Tumblee, King's Dominion. King's Dominion. Virginia has given a makeover to its Safari Village area by adding Tumblee as its latest addition. And by the way, correct me if I'm pronouncing that ride's name wrong. Tumblee is a discombobulating spin coaster that suspends the rider on either side of the track. It makes the cars possible to spin continuously throughout the 55-second experience. Magnetic technology controls the spinning. You can experience forward and backward spinning as the car whip around. Anybody with a delicate sense of equilibrium might find this coaster the most fun watch than ride. But you do not ride this coaster after just having a meal. Air Force One, Fun Spot America, Atlanta. Fun Spot America has two locations, one in Central Florida and another one is in Atlanta. Actually, no, there are three. There are two in Central Florida, one in Orlando, one in Kissimmee, and then there's another one in Atlanta. Air Force One is located at Fun Spot America, Atlanta. It is the biggest investment ever. It is supposed to be open in 2023, so move over Expedition Everest and move over Hagrid's Motorbike. No. This coaster right here is the biggest investment ever, anywhere, at any park, according to the language of this article. It is supposed to be open in 2023. Yep, it did open this year. While departing the station, the train will navigate through 2 bunny hops before climbing the 154 tall hills. Wow, so this ride has 154 tall airtime hills. That is amazing. Either that or they just forgot the word foot. The train will reach its top at an angle of 45 degrees, then it reaches down at a speed of 103 kilometers an hour. There are mainly 3 inversions during the ride. Yeah, just mainly 3 inversions. There might be 1 or 2 more, or maybe 1 less. It all depends on what time you ride it. It takes 100 seconds to complete the entire ride. You will have more fun while riding this coaster when you will suddenly fall from the coaster. Oh, good lord. You are not gonna have a fun time if you fall from the coaster. So when you will suddenly fall from the coaster, you will feel 0G. It is like floating in the air. No comment. X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, California. X2 is a steel roller coaster located at Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, California. It is the world's first fourth dimensions roller coaster. Its seats independently rotate to on either side of the track. Yes, it is the first fourth dimension roller coaster. That's yet another true fact in here. Of this, some of the riders have a nervous breakdown. I'm sure somebody, I'm sure a few people have had nervous breakdowns on X, but I highly doubt that's a regular occurrence. The total length of the ride is 3,610 feet and drops from 215 feet at a nearly vertical 89 degrees. The speed of this coaster is 76 miles per hour. Each of the vehicles is designed in a wing shaped that spans 20 feet. You can sit on the outside of the track in pairs. 1 foot tall rack gears move up and down and forwards and backward all through the ride. So it's like a 5-year-old wrote this, and it moves up and down and forwards. Oh jeez. It will give you a fun, thrilling, and adventurous experience while on this ride. The most hardened ride warrior also finds it difficult to refrain from screaming at the thrills of X2. Oh no, there's an FAQ section. Who has the best roller coaster in the United States? Answer: the King Dakar roller coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure is referred to as the tallest and fastest roller coaster in the United States. King Dakar is sweeping its title since 2005. That doesn't answer the question, though. They were asking what the best one is, not what the tallest one is. What is the scariest roller coaster? Answer: according to the height and speed, King Dakar is considered the scariest roller coaster ever. The track reaches a height of 456 feet, over 45 stories, and completes the entire ride of 3,118 feet within just 3.5 seconds. No, it's a lot more than 3.5 seconds. If you finished the entire thing in 3.5 seconds, again, you would be dead. Wrap up. Whether you are new to the world of the themed park or a fan of thrilling rides, there is always something new to explore. Even if you are not a fan of thrilling rides, then also you can visit a theme park to have more entertainment and a lot of fun. Yep, definitely AI written, at least in my opinion. A day at the roller coaster park comprises thinking ahead about the safety measures of all the people involved. That just came out of nowhere. While planning for the roller coaster park, you must be aware of your kids and elderly people. Why? So, no. I don't know where this came from, but I can tell you, elderly people are perfectly capable of riding roller coasters. I rode Time Traveler once, and I saw these two elderly men ride it. They were totally fine. Follow some basic safety measures so that you can't cherish the magic of the moment. Long life. Perfect way to end this with a nonsensical sentence. Thank God it's over. Okay, so I get that a lot of people are concerned about AI. It's clearly not perfect, and this article is, like, assuming it's written by AI, proof of that. So, all in all, beware of articles, beware of misinformation on the internet. I mean, that's nothing new, but just reiterating it. And, AI can really suck at writing articles, so that's the lesson to be learned today. So, this is Theme Park Crazy, and I'll see you all next time.